Yeah, this isn't any, joke or anything like that. It was actually Marvel who wanted to make that Muppet Babies cartoon. And yes, I do mean Marvel. Okay, you're gonna have to sit down for this one because this is a lot of explanation to do. You see, Marvel was not the legendary Disney division that they are known today. Actually, they were a completely different company back in the 1980s. At that time, Marvel was all about the comics. Now, I know some of you might be asking that they are still today. I know that. And what I mean is that most of what Marvel was doing and what people might have thought about when they heard the name were the comics and the comics alone. Even if there were a few notable adaptations at the time, like the animated Spider-Man series of the 1960s and The Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno. But in 1981, Marvel decided to expand the company with an animation studio called Marvel Productions. Of course, there were shows based on their comics like Spider-Man and Hulk, but what the studio was mostly known for was their collaboration with Hasbro to create some of the most well-known animated series of the 80s, like Transformers, My Little Pony, Gem and the Holograms, and G.I. Joe. Well, it is pretty surprising that the original Muppet Baby series has a direct link with Marvel. Even I was shocked at that. But even they knew back then that these babies had a lot of potential. At first, Jim was a bit skeptical about the idea of bringing the Muppets to Saturday mornings, since those don't hold as much educational values as Sesame Street, and it might reverse the public reputation of the Muppets as entertainment for everyone by putting them in a time slot geared towards kids. But however, after careful consideration, Jim realized that he could still move on with the project and make something that could stand it out from all the other cartoons. And so Jim and Marvel agreed to produce the series, with Henson Associates keeping quality control with Michael Frith and Laurie Smicker as creative consultants, and Marvel Productions to be in charge of the production, like with writing and animating, which the latter would be provided by their frequent collaborator, Toei Animation. To have the series be more meaningful in its existence, Jim and Marvel agreed to implement a core theme of the power of creativity to encourage kids to use their imagination and open up to other people's creative ideas to help solve problems and go through life in a way that's even fun and enjoyable. As he was aware that scheduling can be very challenging, Jim decided that not only would he not reprise his role for the show, but the other Muppet performers did so as well, as they would be way too busy with other projects like Sesame Street, Fraggle Rock, and any Muppet special they came up. That's why the team decided to hire a fresh new voice cast to play the Muppet Babies, with many now being known as voice acting veterans, including Frank Welker as Kermit, Laurie O'Brien as Piggy, Greg Berg as Fozzie and Scooter, Katie Lee as Rolf, Lucy Taylor as Gonzo, and Howie Mandel as Animal, and a new character joining the cast, Skeeter, Scooter's athletic twin sister. In some episodes, other Muppet Babies get invited as guests, like Bunsen and Beaker, Robin, and from season 7 onward, there was also Bean Bunny, Janice, and Settler and Waldorf. One notable thing about Muppet Babies is how the kids find themselves in movies, shows, and stock footage, with some being highly well known. Not only was this to give the show a unique aspect with cartoon characters going in live-action world, but it was also to save paws on animation cells. In an interview with the Moving Right Along podcast, Michael Fritz said,
"Here we got this potential these libraries of existing footage that cost almost nothing. So let's do a flip. Instead of going into the world of imagination and animation, let's take the world of animation and go into imagination in reality."
Yeah. That's funny.
Well, it's because it was that the kids were watching during that time. When you went into the real footage, it took them into their own real world as they would imagine it. If they were it just was a win-win.
Right.
Some of the footage the show used include the Muppet movies at the time, The Muppet Show, Jim's fantasy films like The Dark Crystal and Labyrinth, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Star Wars, Gertie the Dinosaur, The Blob, E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Ghostbusters, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Howard the Duck, and the most strangest one of all, Flash Gordon. And no, I am not saying Flash Gordon, I mean a 1974 X-rated parody. Don't even ask me in the comments how the fuck did the babies get an X-rated movie in their imagination. You think they might have found Annie's secret compartment?